Gang, gang, gang. What up, man? Welcome back to another live with Marvin the Martian. Y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell if you haven't already. And hit that share button. I do dearly appreciate it. And also, if you feel generous enough to donate to the Cash App, there's the Cash App right at the bottom. But something I want to get into today, man, is about the shorties, man. I see how the shorties don't, get taught much, man. Nowadays, it's 2022. It's a lot of kids, who lack the moral and value that we all grew up with when we was young. Like back in our days, it wasn't really no technology to really run to, no cell phones, no tablets, no pads, computers, that such. None of that stuff, man. Our thing we did was we relied on the outside. We ran to bikes, we ran to friends' houses, we ran to things of that nature, And it's like, dude, where do we begin at nowadays when you look around you, when you look around the world, not just your city, my state, your state, the neighboring state, the neighboring countries. Like if you look at everybody in every world, you see everybody do things different, right? You see people come up in different ways. People handle their lives in different ways, man. You got people across seas and third world countries. They build from hand. They build ground up. It's like a lot of ways they really ain't paying for nothing. They out there building houses, right from scratch on their own two hands and feet, putting blood, sweat, and tears. And when we look back in America, America, we do got a cushion. We got a cushion. Let's not lie. We got a cushion. They give us a cushion from jail to the streets, to the real world. And it's sad to say that cultural rise, the Black community lacks a lot of this stuff. Not all. I can't speak for all, but majority. It's a few that lacks it. And it's like, damn, parents, can we teach? Can we teach? And that's why I titled it Let's Teach, because at some point in time, we all got to teach. We got to each one, teach one to reach one. At the end of the day, I feel like if we don't, what is our future to hold? They say the generation now coming up is the future, right? What is our future to hold if they don't know nothing? All they know is switches, guns, twerking, strip clubs, baby daddies, baby moms, breakups, unhappy homes, sadness, depression, you name it, everything under that belt, that title. But here's a look at, not just the Black culture, not just the white culture, but kids in general. Here's a look at a kid doing his thing, I guess. And let's see how he did it. I ain't watched this vid previously or beforehand at all, so we all taking a look at it like firsthand. Let's check it out, man.
Hey, what's up? It's Deke, RelaxShacks.com. Coming up, we have a pretty cool event. It's going to be art related in conjunction with repurposed materials from a tiny house build and more. Art meets trash, a hands on workshop in Stoughton, Mass. Check out shop.stayvocal.com.
My house has the front wall and the side wall are cedar shake. I didn't really do a pattern with them. I just kind of threw them up there. So on the outside, there's a deck. I built this deck. It's fully reclaimed. I spent zero money on it. If you go on the side over here, I have some landscaping right here. These are two peony bushes. And then one of my subscribers thought I should have a flag on the outside of my house, so now I have a flag on the outside of my house. This is a spruce tree, I think, that is not growing. Partially my fault. And then we have another flower right here. This is where the electricity comes into my house. There's kind of one that runs all the way back there. This is one of my side windows. I reclaimed this window. And on the back side of the house, I just have some more flowers, and we have the back and this side wall over here is covered with vinyl. This is fully reclaimed vinyl siding from my grandma's house that she had left over. On the front of the house, we have a steel door. This I got reclaimed. One of my uncle's friend did this, and so I painted it, and it's a steel door with the window. I have another window that's reclaimed for free, and I spent $35 on that window right there. I have around a 4 foot, not even a 4 foot overhang, so I can, unlock the door when it's raining, and I don't have to worry about rain getting on me. I have some flowers over here, and then I have a tomato plant that's growing some tomatoes right now. I built a mini fireplace right here, and then I have a hammock stand on the opposite side. Now that we're done with the outside tour, there's not much on the outside, but there's a lot inside, so let's make our ways inside. We have a carpet that kind of, makes it feel a little more homey. The floor is actually plywood that I used some putty, leveled it out, and then painted it. That was just because it's not air conditioning in here, and if you ever, since there's not air conditioning, heat and cold, and the floor would just not look good. So I decided to paint the floor, and it also made it cost less. Right as you walk into your right side, you have the kitchen. This is the kitchen countertop. There's a big story on this. I'll have to watch my kitchen countertop fail, but I also have storage right underneath it where I keep some, news articles, and stuff like that. Right above it, we have the countertop right here. This is a medicine cabinet, which I store some things like, cups, lighter, flashlight, some silverware, seasoning, stuff like that. The tiling right here is actually sticky floor tile that I used, and it looks really nice. Above here, we have some storage where I keep some, paper towels and some mini tripods. I get plumbing, as there is no plumbing in the house, so this right here stores water. The bowl comes down like this, and then you can have water to use. We also use biodegradable soap, so you can actually dump it in the lawn if you need to. We store under here, my grandma made these curtains for me to cover everything up, but I store this electric Coleman fridge, and then I have a hot plate for cooking, and then I have some pans under here with some food storage as well as like that, like pancake mix, some extra paper towels, and some canned food and things like that, just to have some food in here. This right here is a pretty cool part of the house. It's actually a piece of glass I reclaimed from our front door. We had to redo our front door glass because they were leaking, and so I took it and incorporated it into my storage / ladder / everything. This is a really big part of the house right here. Across that, on the other side, I have a speaker up here. That's just a portable speaker that I can listen to music on, and then I have some lights that light up when it's night out. And then there's also some more storage up here. All the photos on the wall are from South Carolina when we went on vacation. I took all these photos myself. And then as you keep moving on, we have a little power strip right here. We also have this TV. And this TV can pull out and, swivel as much as it wants. And it can just go right back into the wall just like that. We have a little, stand that I keep some tiny house books in. Since there is no screen to that window, we just have a Sedna screen, and that keeps all the bugs out. We have a little footstool that you can bring out and put your feet on if you need to. My grandma made this. And then this for the couch. This is actually an ottoman, and we got it from IKEA. And then it lifts up, and you have storage underneath. So that's really cool. We have some pillows, and this is a pretty cool part. So you pull a pipe out, hit that, and then this folds down. Just like that. And now you have a full table, and then you can sit, eat. There's actually, I store a chair right behind the couch, and you can have someone right there. Someone can sit on here, and this can fit 2 people. So if I needed to, I could seat around 1, 2, 3. I could sit 4 people at this table, but that would be really, really tight. And this folds up just like that with the pipe away. This is the loft. So this is the stairs that go up to the loft. Up here, I have a mattress. This is a foam mattress that my dad used leftover foam and made this. It's actually really comfortable, and I personally think it's more comfortable than my own mattress in my bedroom. Up here, I have, this is a lower point. Up there is the highest point. I have plenty of room. I'm 5'7", something like that. And I have a fan up here that, gets a little hot up here, so I, use it for circulation. I have the safety things like fire extinguisher, smoke alarm, and then I have a window, and with a screen. Up here, I have storage, so I store like a deck of cards, and then I also store some clothes and tissues for the winter. Other than that, this house does not have AC, and lots of people ask, why do I have furnace filters? Because I don't have a furnace in here. These, if you spritz them with water from a water sprayer, and or turn it on if I get too cold. That works really well because all it has to heat is this really small area, and then when I wake up in the morning, I put the heater down there. Hope you guys like this video. I know I haven't posted in 2 weeks. 1 week I was at Boy Scout summer camp, and the other week I think I was camping and I was pretty busy. So I hope this video makes up for those 2 weeks lost. We have 392 subscribers, so we only need.
Okay, now salute to the young dude. Now that video was quite that was nice. You know what I'm saying? I like the introduction. I like everything they put into that video, man. All the skills they took, and the talent they used to build that house right there. That was a nice one. Low key though, you find this all around the world, man. You got people doing this all around the world. And that ain't a bad way to live, actually. That's a nice way to live. Definitely, if you can find a good use and a good mean for it. It's a lot of people like this. I wonder how much. Oh, he said only for $1,500. That's cool. Now that right there is a blessing, man. He probably ain't gotta, be in a house. He got his own little space. You feel me? That's probably cool. I can imagine. I can only imagine. Not too many people can do that. Not too many people can say they done that before.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel where I feature tiny home and creative space tours. In today's video, you're going to meet a single mother who decided to move out of the city and into a tiny house in the country with her 10-year-old daughter. We're going to take a tour of their vibrant tiny house and learn a little bit more about their big lifestyle change. Make this house our tiny home. I'm Erin.
And I'm Paulina.
And this is our tiny house. I decided to move into a tiny house with my daughter because the apartment we were living in was a little too noisy city and I was ready to get out of it. And so I started looking for new, quieter, more country places to live, and I found Tiny House Block online. I was really surprised San Diego didn't have a tiny house community sooner. So as soon as I found it, I jumped right on it. I was looking for affordable because it's such a hip lifestyle that I did not expect to find a place so cute in the price range that I was looking for. I'm able to save a few $100s a month, not just in the rent price. We're on propane now, which the only thing that the propane is used for is our water heater. We don't need a lot of power to heat the house because it's so small. So I've only been here a month, but I can already tell I'm saving a ton.
I just like how much nature there is out here, and how much time that there is to spend outside and stuff. I also like to go exploring and hiking, and it's just so cool. My friends are actually very jealous of me.
So when we came to tour Tiny House Block, the reason I chose this house is because it's the only one that has a balcony, first of all. And I love the idea of sitting out on the balcony and looking at the stars, or in the morning drinking some coffee and saying hi to my neighbors. I also really liked the bright colors. There's no other house here that has the same bright, happy look as mine does. And I just really identified with it. Hi guys, come on into my tiny house. Here we've got our living room. It's a nice cozy atmosphere I've set up. We don't have a TV. What we just use is one of our laptops. Set it right here, cuddle up on the couch with some blankets and some popcorn. Have us a movie night. We've got our coat rack. We've got our backpacks there because we do travel into town every day to go to school and work. I do have a 9 to 5. I do have this table that just kind of folds down and scoots out of the way. And I'm going to hide these stools right in here. It's a pretty handy little thing to have when you've got very little room. This was on Amazon. I ordered it and it was delivered to my door. Over here, we've got Sabrina the skinny pig. I'm not sure if you know what a skinny pig is, but she is a hairless guinea pig, and she welcomes all who come through this door with some singing and hopping around. She's super adorable. Sabrina. Quick turn over here. I've got my pantry. I had to get a lot of mason jars because it just felt right. Mason jars in tiny houses, it's just a thing, right? And I didn't have a whole lot of counter space. I only had this guy right here. If you notice, I don't even have an oven or a stove. So I added some counter space by adding these covers over the sink and adding even a little folding table over here so I can do some chopping and whatever for dinner. I do cook dinner every single night. I use my air fryer as my oven, as my microwave, and of course my deep fryer. And I've got my handy water kettle here. And I do have a electric kettle, not electric kettle, electric burner here. If I got something I want to fry on the stove. We've got a full-size fridge here. I do love to cook. I cook every night. So I've got lots of ingredients in there to play with. Lots of appliances up here, including my breakfast sandwich maker for the mornings. That does come in handy when I'm trying to pack lunches and get ready and get for school at 6 in the morning. Having a pour over set. So I just turn on my kettle, and once that's hot, I pour it right over in here, and then it's nice and out of the way. I don't have a big clunky coffee maker to have to use. Most girls dream of a walk-in closet, but we wanted a walk-out closet. Our closet pulls right out, and we take whatever we need. A lot of stuff, to my surprise. So I actually found myself putting stuff in there thinking that I was going to have to get rid of it. But it all fits nicely in here out of the way, so I don't think it looks very junky. It's nice and out of sight, out of mind. Now, a lot of people are super interested to see my bathroom because they think they're going to see like a little airplane bathroom or some tiny little shower / toilet. But that's not the case with this house. We have just a regular bathroom. Normal toilet, and it's just a nice regular cozy bathroom.
My bad, gang. Hey, but as y'all can tell, this little house cold though. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's pretty beastie for what they, what they done it for.
Room, and because of that, I share it with my pet snake named Noodles. He has a mustache. You can't see it right now, but the 2 scales in between his nostrils make it look like a mustache. He's a California king snake. Well, he's really nice and friendly to hang out with. So as you can see, this is my whole wall of stuffed animals that I have. This is Hedgie and Pikachu, very special dolls of mine. I used to take them around everywhere when I was younger. Over here, I have more art supplies because I do like doing art. I really just love to see all the animals that live around here. We have a bird feeder in front of our window, and I like to see all the woodpeckers woodpeckers and blue jays that fly around there. There's a woodpecker. There's a bunch of them just flew by.
This is my loft. You may notice there isn't a bed up here, and that's because my bed is a corner chair by day. It's a 3-part mattress that I push up against the corner to be a nice cozy chair to work on my laptop or strum on some ukulele and just relax and enjoy my tiny house. Also, I've got the balcony right here. Just crawl right out. So here you have the best view at Tiny House Block. I am the only tiny house here that's got a balcony that can oversee all the neighbors. I can yell and say hi if I'd like to, but I'm not that neighbor. I do have a telescope up here because we do see gazillions of stars every single night, including on meteor showers. We can see shooting stars going by. When I was my daughter's age, I actually lived in a place much like this, and it was probably the happiest years of my childhood. And so this is really cool that I found this place where I could offer the same atmosphere for my daughter to grow up in and remember these years. And she's a total animal lover. She loves nature, and so this is just like getting any other little girl a Disney princess castle to live in. And we are a couple of princesses, or maybe a couple of Pocahontases. Me and about 4 other families living here, and so far we've had 2 really great, and it's been weird for me to get used to having that community again, because I'm moving here from the inner city where you didn't really talk to your neighbors, so it's really a kid.
I think now that I'm closer with my mom, because living in a tiny house, it's just, you kind of have to work together to figure things out.
My favorite part about living in a tiny house is how close we get to be, because in the apartment that I came from, it was pretty big, and I'd be in my room and she'd be in her room, or I'd be in the kitchen, and we didn't really get to be very close together unless we were just intentional about it. Whereas our tiny house, we are just constantly right next to each other. Even when we're in our separate rooms, we're just in lofts, so we can just shout out to each other and see each other and have a nice chat because we're just right close to each other.
She's teaching me a lot. I'm teaching her a lot. We're teaching each other. And it's just a really fun experience.
I think my advice for living in a tiny home for moms is you don't need to have that much stuff. You'll find yourself constantly putting things away. You'll realize maybe I have too much stuff. And as you start to get rid of some of those things that you find yourself not really even needing, you'll find that you're just fine with just the basic necessities and just having each other.
I think when I get older, I'm going to want to live definitely someplace in the woods somewhere. Because really, there's not that much stuff you need.
Make sure to check out my website for more tiny house.
Yes, most definitely check out the website, gang, for the most tiniest houses. And I liked it that though. That was a little preview of the tiniest houses that some of these children build. And I see they had help by the parents. Hey, what a great thing. That's smooth and that's cool. I like that. If y'all got some videos to upload or something, hit that like button and that comment button. You know what I'm saying? Send them to me in the inbox so I can upload them and we can review them together or something like that. Subscribe if you haven't, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted anytime the channel drops some new info or vids. Gang, and we out.